readiness of the supplier to supply that particular material at that particular price and at that particular quantity to the given location and at that particular time needs to also be scrutinized. Then you have to check on the supplier for delivery delays, whether they are able to supply you on time. There should not be any undue delay or delivery lag time. Because if there's going to be a lead time issue or a delay in the delivery of raw materials, then that will affect your entire procurement process. So in procurement, you have to ensure that all of these are followed very carefully. Okay? Now once you have already procured, it involves the buying of the materials. So basically it's raw material purchase. When you talk about procurement here, we are only talking about one input. That input is only raw material. We are not talking about inputs like manpower or all that. That is all to do with human capital management, as you can see here. See here, it also goes here to the procurement. Can you see that? The manpower that needs to be brought in. It goes here. Then you need to bring in your machines. Now the machines is asset management. So your machines comes here. So material, manpower, machines. Material, manpower, machines. Then what else? What are the other two? Money, of course. Money is also one of the main. What is that?
Method.
Market.
Asset.
Methods methods. You're doing methods.
Yeah, method.
Methods. Methods is assets Machines, methods is assets. Money, of course, is natural. You need money. Then human capital is manpower, and here of course is your material. So all of this is taking place here. Now once it takes place here, then the materials are then sent to your production. That means your shop floor, your production floor to make that particular item. Now this is a sample process in a manufacturing plant, not a service organization. For service it will be different. This is more for a manufacturing plant. So now the production takes. Okay, so what is the production part? Now let's look at the production. The production is the make part, which involves the actual creation of the products within the organization. Whereas the production process is concerned with acquiring needed materials internally by making them, the procurement process is concerned with obtaining needed materials externally by buying them. Each is appropriate for different types of materials, as we will discuss later in the book. Now what are they trying to tell you here is that there are two types of materials that you need to make. One, you can make them internally, make or buy decision. Now here you see, when you make the materials internally, it's called a make decision. When you buy the materials externally, it is a buy decision. So generally this particular phenomena is called make or buy decision. Make or buy decision. Now to explain this, let me tell you a particular process. Let's say in the manufacture of a car, we are making a particular car. Now in a car you have many things that goes into the manufacture of a car, right? Okay, tell me what are the things that goes into the manufacture of a car?
Cotton.
Aircon.
Aircon.
What is it?
Sorry.
Hello, what did you say?
Cotton.
Okay, never mind. I will help you here. One, you have the engine, very important.
Chassis.
Engine is the most important, the body, the engine. Then you need the what do you call that? The roof of the car.
Chassis.
Chassis, okay, chassis. The car chassis.
I
Then you have what?
Body part.
The body part, body of the
Yeah.
car. Body of the car means
And
maybe
the
the roof,
interior.
the side,
Door.
front, bonnet, everything lah. We say bonnet is the body of the car. Then number 4, once you have already, then the sub-assemblies lah. Lot of sub-assemblies go into the car. What are the sub-assemblies? Maybe the aircon, then you have to fix the radio, then you have to put
Engine,
Wiring.
the speedometer, all those other meters that goes inside the car. Then you may have the tires finally to fit into the car. So actually, if you look into all the components that goes into the manufacturing of the car, which I just told you, this is called, in other words, BOM, the bill of materials. The bill of materials is actually all the different parts that goes into the production of an end product. That is what is called bill of materials, which we will do later. But maybe you can understand it now itself. Okay, now let's come to this make or buy decision. Materials internally is by making them, and some materials you may buy from outside. Now that is called external materials which are bought externally. Now in the manufacture of the car, tell me from your own understanding, any car, which you think the manufacturer will make himself, what you think he will buy from outside? The engine, will he make himself?
Bottom 5 on the
Yes.
Who said no? Who is the guy who said no? Hello? That's why you are in the car business if you can't even make the engine.
Kenny.
What is he trying to sell? You don't even make the car engine, then don't make a car. Right now? Hello friend? Engine you have to make yourself, right now? What about what do you call that? The chassis, the car chassis.
Yeah, made by themselves.
That one you must make yourself. The body of the car, the roof of the car, the bonnet, the back, all that, also by themselves, right? But when it comes to certain sub-assemblies, like aircon, like radio set, right? The lights that has to be fitted in. Now all of these need not necessarily they have to make themselves. Usually they'll buy from outside, right now? Agree?
Yes.
Hello, like radio and all they won't make like Proton car, they make their own radio, Proton.
Proton. Yeah, they are on radio.
Made by Proton themselves.
No,
Yeah,
they use Pioneer.
They use Pioneer, okay, so they won't make themselves. It doesn't make sense for them to make radio. There are so many radio companies. Or they may use, like for Audi cars, they use Blopang. Blopang is another German producer of radio, so they buy from Blopang. Okay? Or some other like Pioneer. So many other radio manufacturers are there. Like lights and all that. Do they make their own lights? No, they will buy from Bosch. You know, Bosch makes lights.
Yeah.
So then speedometer, some other fellow. So there are many other suppliers who can supply you the sub-assemblies like radio, aircon. Aircon also they use like Denso or other people. They won't make their own aircon right now. So aircon, radio, lights and other small sub-assemblies all are bought from outside. Tires they make themselves. Proton make their own tires.
No,
they use Goodyear.
They use Goodyear. So also from outside. So some parts you buy from outside, some parts you make yourself. So that is why they are trying to tell you here. It is a make or buy situation. It doesn't make sense for you to make everything yourself. Can you understand now? Because your expenses will become very, very high right now. Because your core strength, your expertise is maybe in the design of the engine, maybe it is in the chassis, it is in your assembly plant how you assemble the parts. But your expertise is not in making radios or aircon or lights or bulbs. You understand now? These and all you can easily purchase from outside. You need not manufacture them yourself because the cost will then be much more. Agree? Hello.
Agree.
Agree, sir. Agree.
If you don't agree, then you tell me why. Then we can discuss. All agreed?
Yes, sir. Yes.
All agree, huh? No choice lah, no choice. Okay. Good. Okay, so that is the production process. Is that clear? Any questions here?
No, sir. No.
So when somebody asks you, explain the production process in a manufacturing company, then what do you have to do? You have to talk about buying the material either internally or externally. Maybe give example. Okay? Okay. Now look at the last one, the fulfillment process.
一还有只好